Welcome to this session. In this session, we will look at the growth strategy that Ramu is planning to use for his tasty tea shop business. In the early session, we saw that Ramu runs the tasty tea shop that makes and sells tea and snacks to the passengers of the long-distance buses and private cars traveling on the bypass. His shop is located at the northern junction of the highway bypass. The business is 2 years old and doing well. He has been getting a steady salary from the business. The business has been able to accumulate substantial retained earnings as cash and bank balance. The daily operations in the shop have been running smoothly. While the revenues have been good, Ramu feels they are not increasing from one month to another. Ramu wants to grow his business. He considers two options. One, increasing the prices of existing products. And second, introducing new products such as lunch and dinner. He realizes his main customers, the bus passengers, are price conscious. They will not like an increase in prices and may stop coming to Ramu's shop. Next, he feels introducing new products will not be easy as the current number of workers is not enough. Also, the food truck is too small to prepare the quantities required for offering lunch and dinner. More importantly, fewer buses pass by the shop during lunch and dinner hours. So, there will be few customers wanting lunch and dinner. Hence, Ramu realizes that both options will not have a desired impact on the business. Ramu now thinks of a different option to grow the business. His shop is near the northern junction of the highway bypass. He has observed two patterns of behavior among the drivers. They usually stop before passing the town. Also, they stop at shops and restaurants on the left-hand side of the road. Ramu's shop and other competing shops are located on the left-hand side of the road. Hence, they get more customers. Ramu knows a similar pattern is visible near the southern junction of the highway bypass, but on the other side of the road. Ramu plans to set up a second food truck, also called Ramu's Tasty Tea Shop, at this junction. This shop will be about 15 kilometers away from Ramu's existing shop. Hence, Ramu is considering a specific growth strategy of selling more by starting a new shop in a new market. He knows this will be a new business in a new market and hence the customers will be new too. Further, he realizes that the capital required to start a new shop will be a big amount. Hence, the additional revenue must be significantly higher to justify the investment. As you can see in the table, he would like to increase revenues substantially in the coming year. To achieve the additional revenue next year, Ramu must know the target sales volume of two main products, tea and snacks. Based on the analysis of sales in the existing shop, Ramu knows the percentage of revenue contributed by sales of tea and snacks. He uses the same percentage to arrive at the target sales volume of tea and snacks for the new shop. Ramu is confident about achieving these target volumes. Ramu has defined the growth strategy. Now he must analyze it. In this session, we will discuss the analysis of the growth strategy using the 4C plus E framework. For this strategy, the relevant concept from 4C plus E framework are the first two C's. The first C is customers and competition, and the second C is capabilities. While analyzing the growth strategy, Ramu needs to understand if the new market is big enough to generate substantial increase in revenue. He is familiar with the southern junction where the highway bypass and the road through the town meet each other. Traffic is heavy at the both northern and southern junctions. Ramu knows there are already 3 shops in the new location that sell cooked food. He decides to spend a few hours during the busy time for 2 to 3 days at the southern junction. He plans to estimate the number of buses and cars that pass through the junction and how many of them stop at these 3 shops. Based on the observation, he estimates the size of the new market for tea. See the table. He estimates the size for 2 customer segments, bus passengers and passengers in cars, and then arrives at the total figure. Similarly, he estimates the size of the new market for snacks, again for the 2 customer segments. Ramu now knows the size of the new market for 2 products. However, not all passengers are likely to buy from his shop. He knows there are already 3 shops in the southern junction. He needs to understand his potential market share. Potential market share is that market share which a business can achieve with responsible efforts spent on marketing and selling their products and services. Based on the estimated market size figures and total number of shops in the junction, Ramu calculates the potential market share for tea. Then, he calculates the potential market share for snacks in a similar manner. See the table. Thus, using the first C, customers and competition, of the framework, Ramu has analyzed the potential market share. Ramu continues to analyze the first C. The profiles of the customers in the next market are same as those of the existing market. Hence, Ramu knows that their preferences are likely to be same. To attract customers in the new location, Ramu plans to give a token for free snacks to existing customers in the existing location. As Tasty Tea Shop is famous for its ginger tea, Ramu believes some of the customers in the existing location may choose to visit the new location. To motivate the bus drivers to stop at his new shop, Ramu plans to tell all the drivers who stop at his existing location about the new shop. He also plans to offer some free gifts items for the families of the drivers. He feels this will make more buses stop at the new shop. Next, as a part of the 4C plus E analysis, Ramu thinks about the capabilities of the business, specifically about the new food truck for the new shop. From experience, he knows food trucks are safe and convenient. He also knows food trucks are not easily available on rent. So, he plans to buy a new truck from his old vendor. As his past experience with second-hand equipment such as gas, stove, utensils, etc. is not good, he plans to buy new equipment for the new truck. He is aware that the prices of the equipment may have gone up in the last 2 years. While analyzing capabilities, he also considers skill and time. As the products of the 2 shops are same, the skill required to run 2 shops will remain same. These skills are the ability to drive a fully loaded truck, ability to cook well, etc. However, Ramu remembers how he had to train the part-time helper when he started the first tea shop. Hence, he knows he will have to train the workers of the new shop. Ramu realizes that spending time at both the shops will not be easy. So, he plans to hire 3 part-time workers to support him in both the locations. Ramu also decides to increase the salary of his co-worker in the existing location to motivate him to manage the first shop. By doing this, Ramu hopes to spend more time at the new shop, especially during the early months. In the first month, Ramu decides to spend the first half of the day at the new location and the second half of the day at the existing location. He plans to use his two-wheeler to travel between these two shops. After the analysis of the first two C's, Ramu feels confident about his growth strategy. Here, we conclude the analysis of the growth strategy using the 4C plus E framework by Ramu. He is ready to understand the impact of this strategy on the financials of the business, such as revenues, direct cost, required capital, indirect costs, and break-even. We will discuss these points in the next session.